Okay. Right, so last video I left off on, I think it was Wednesday the 8th of October. So you're up to date from Wednesday the 18th. Thursday the 19th comes around and dropped the kids off at nursery, got to work. My husband phones me, says I've got a letter from the hospital, I'll open it just to see if it's like an appointment or anything. And he was trying to tell me bits over the phone, but I had a client coming in, so I said, oh, just send me a picture of it, I'll give it a read when I get a chance. So when I got a chance, I had to read, but it was just so big words that didn't make any sense to me. I'm not medically trained. So it said you've got a, is it nano? I'll put it across the bottom, but I'm sure it's endocrine tumour. Not a clue what that means. So I googled it because I didn't have an encyclopedia to hand, so of course I googled it. That's what normal people do when they see a word that they don't understand. It's cancer. It says it's cancer. First words. Right underneath it, I mean, you can do it yourself, you can put it in Google and you can see it yourself. Right underneath, the first question that comes up is neuroendocrine tumour. Is it serious? Click on it. Little couple of sentences. People normally, what's it called when you thought that they have it anyway. I've between 1 and 5 years life expectancy. Well, that was great. It's great to find out on a Thursday afternoon via a letter. So there was a I didn't even know who had written this letter. I've never even met the doctor. And it didn't say what doctor on the letter. So I had a telephone number for his secretary. So I called her. It took me so many times to get through. I think I was trying for like half an hour. And the longer it was taking, the more I was getting like angry and upset. So finally she answers. And I said, oh, hello. She said, my name. And I said, I've just got a letter in the post, which in, layman's terms says I am. Okay, so I said to her, obviously got this letter, basically says I've got cancer. Isn't that a bit ridiculous that I found out in a letter? Surely someone should have told me. I said, I went for this CT scan on Monday. I asked what it was for, and the girl said, oh, just doing a bit more surveillance. Next thing I know is I get a letter saying, oh, you've got cancer. And then it goes, oh, we've talked to a surgeon already, surgeon so-and-so. We're just going to wait until we've got your CT scan results to know the plan basically, and then we'll get back in touch. But we understand you'll have loads of questions, but just hold off until we've got your CT scan results. And I was like, isn't that a bit like insensitive that no one thought, oh, let's tell her why we're doing these tests, let's tell her what we're looking for, let's keep her involved with what's going on in her body. No, she's going to send me a letter out. Anyway, she said, oh, hang on, let me have a look, let me read the letter, let me have a look at the date. She said, and she apologised. She said, I think everything's been done a bit, like all the dates are all over, and I don't think he expected you to have had your CT scan done so quick or whatever, and I assume he thought he'd be able to get in to talk to you first, but it hasn't happened, blah blah blah. She apologised for the way it has happened. I said, I want an appointment to see him. I want to know what the hell's going on. So I mean, she said, yeah, you know, it is what it is. It is what the letter says. So she said, I'll call you back. I'll go and talk to him. I'll see if he can, you know, get an appointment in with you in clinic so that you can see him and you can talk to him, and hopefully he'll be able to give you some more information. So puts the phone down. A couple of minutes later, she called back and she said, oh, you can get an appointment in to see him on Monday. And I was like, is that the earliest? Yeah, that's the earliest. But he wanted me to tell you, just don't worry and don't look on Google. You know, Google will only ever give you like the worst case scenario, and you know, it isn't always accurate. I went, it's not like I had to go searching. It was literally the first thing that come up. It wasn't even like a, oh, 1 in 1,000 could be this, blah blah blah, and I'd search loads of pages. I was like, it's the first thing that come up. And if you see a big word you don't understand when it's something to do with you, of course you're gonna go on Google. Oh well, it says to tell you just don't worry, and he'll talk to you on Monday. And at this point, what else do you say? There's nothing else to say. I was like, right, okay. So at work on a Thursday in October, and you found out that you've got cancer, and you're not really sure. So you know you've got it, but obviously until the CT scan results, you don't know how big it is, how far it's spread, where it is. You're reading all this crap on Google. Well, it's not crap, it's like evidence and it's facts on Google about like, oh, if you've got type 1, or they can take it out with surgery, and if you've got type 2, and all the different survival rates and all this, and it's just, and I shouldn't be having to do all that. I would have expected them to have done all, I don't know, anyway, it's been done in a different way than I expected things like this to have ever been done in. And now it's left me in this limbo for the next couple of days, waiting until I meet with this doctor for him to tell me what the hell is going on and what the plan is. There just has to be a plan, you know, there has to be. And I mean, hopefully I'll go in and he goes, oh, it's like a low grade, and we can just go in, quickly take it out, and hopefully that, you know, you'll be on your jolly way, you'll never know you even had it. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I hope to be able to tell you in the next video. Until then, I can't tell anyone. I'm not telling my family. How do you tell your family? And I can't just go to them and go, oh, you've got cancer. Oh, I've got cancer. Because that's literally all the information I've got. I haven't got any more information. They have found cancer in me from the biopsies that they took from my stomach. I haven't got any more information. I don't know treatments, I don't know plans, I don't know surgeries. So I feel like I can't tell them until I've got a better understanding myself, to then be able to tell them a bit more tactfully and say, right, yes, they have found that I've got cancer in my stomach, but this is what's going to be done, and you know, there's a plan, and hopefully to not worry, because I would hate for anybody else to be feeling the way I'm feeling right now, of confusion and just total